What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to Brute Strength Day 136. It feels so good to finally have the squad feeling explosive again, really having that drive. After last week, I feel like I'm 100% back from the injury with the hamstring, like 11 something weeks ago. And it feels so good because my squad have not felt like this for a long time, where 125 kg just feels extremely explosive. And I'm really excited about this because the type of programming that I'm using right now is much more thoughtful. You could say I'm much more thoughtful about my efforts. Rather, I undershoot a little bit throughout the block instead of overshooting because I know that way I can still move with good speed and precision. While if I overshoot, it's gonna be a bigger drawback than what I would than the potential advancement I could get out of going a little bit harder. But so therefore, it's not worth the risk in that manner. Rather take it a little bit slower and make sure I don't get injured or anything, and make sure I'm pain free constantly. So far, this felt really good. The top set of 5 with 125 kilograms, and then 3 sets of 7 with 107 and a half. So basically, for the back off sets, I subtract 9% and then 2 percentages for every rep extra in the back off set. So 13% I end up subtracting here. And actually, really from this angle, you can see that I'm staying in a really good position throughout all reps without hips shooting back. And this also shows how good the range of motion here actually is. It's literally impossible for me to get any deeper. Now moving on to long paused Romanian deadlifts. So this is the fourth week of deficit Romanian deadlift on the green plate. So that means it was also the hardest week or the hardest day. Started out with what should have been 8 reps, 105, but I miscounted apparently. But yeah, 105 kg is really easy. You do start actually you feel it a little bit, even though it's so easy, and I could probably do another 8 reps or more. And it's simply because you're spending so much time in this stretch anyway, and you're just working for so long doing a set, like 45 seconds of work in a set of Romanian deadlifts. That is a long time. 125 kg felt good. You can see my back position stays the same as I'm going down and as I'm going up, which shows that for me this is really a weight that I'm still really comfortable with. I know personally when it gets hard, the first thing to give out is going to be my upper back. And talking of that, here's my top set with 145 kg. The first couple of reps here moved fast, and I mean the form is good here so far. The back stays intact. I'm also really focusing a lot on this set, on keeping the pauses long enough, on the brace, keeping everything nice and tight. It still looks fast, but you can see now that I'm starting to struggle and what I'm talking about with the upper back. So a couple of reps here when the pause becomes too short. And at this point, my lats are also starting to feel it here. So this pause becomes way too short. Um, but yeah, like overall, like it looks as if it's still pretty fast. But the burn you get with these when you're working so hard, and I'm pulling with my lats to keep the bar close to my shins. It's absolutely crazy. Now, for preacher curls, I really wanted to get 3 sets of 15, but it was too much to ask for. I got 15, 15, and 14, and I'm really frustrated because on the last set, after having done the 14th rep, I only waited like 3 seconds in the bottom. I should have waited a couple more seconds, and I'm sure I would have got it because I grinded for so long. It feels like the bar was moving incrementally at some point, but it stopped moving, and I had to realize I was not getting the 15 reps. But again, it ties the most amount of reps I've done combined over 3 sets. And also, I might have been a little bit fatigued from the Romanian deadlifts or whatever. Also, didn't have perfect sleep. It's not that I wasn't in bed for a while, but I woke up during the night, and for some reason, I just had a really difficult time falling back to sleep again, for whatever reason that might be. Um, but yeah, even though this is not a perfect training, and I couldn't have done 20 reps with the weight here, I still know that I'm seeing really good progress with my bicep strength. There's a lot of things to be happy about in terms of how that is moving forward. So I'm not really that worried about just one bad training. Sometimes you're gonna get bad trainings, and there can be a lot of reasons. Just small changes in stress throughout the week, temperature changes if it's hot, food intake if you haven't had enough food, maybe where on your day you're training. This was a morning training for me. Maybe I'm not as strong in the morning, even though the rest of my stuff was actually up to pair of with how I would expect it to be. Or maybe, I mean, there could be a lot of things if you have eaten different stuff, some vitamins you didn't get enough of, things like that, or you just had a lot of work. There are so many things, but you can see here on the last rep that I'm grinding for so long, so fucking annoyed with not getting it. But that's how it goes sometimes, and you just have to get over it and move on with your day. That is all for Blue Strength Day 136, and I'll see you all for the next one. Peace out.